fun. Oh! Didn't see you there. I'm just enjoying some Halo 5 on my Xbox console. And do you know how we all enjoy Halo 5 on our Xbox consoles? I actually don't know which way I'm supposed to be going. This way? Yeah, something like that. Halo hasn't been the same since you had the sprint. But there's one problem. I don't have an Xbox console. I only have a gaming PC. Now you'd think I'd just play Master Chief Collection, but this is Halo 5, and I don't have an Xbox, and I am playing it with a PlayStation 4 controller. And that's because there is no Xbox, no PC, but there is, Can you see that on there? There's no Xbox, no PC, but there is my mobile device. You see, only a couple of days ago, Microsoft fully launched their Xbox Game Pass platform on Android. It was in beta for a while, but now we have the full thing. What I am quickly discovering about Xbox Game Pass for Android is that it works surprisingly well. I'm not going to say it works perfectly. There is certainly a little bit of input latency as I shoot enemies and move around stages. But all things considered, this is a pretty legitimate way to play Halo.
This should do it.
Halo 5 kind of sucks, mind you. There are more games on the service, I promise.
Microsoft xCloud fully launched just the other day, and I have to say, I'm pretty darn impressed. While I can't say that the latency is always perfect, or the image quality for that matter, my experience playing on xCloud has been far, far better than my experience playing on services like Google Stadia. On Google Stadia, I found the image quality, whether on mobile or on PC, to be spectacular. However, even when on the same internet connection, mobile was practically unplayable, whereas on PC, it was practically flawless. I can't explain that for the life of me. Something maybe about the Wi-Fi connection, but then we move on to xCloud, and sure, I don't have a wide connection for comparison, but the mobile experience is leagues better. Genuinely very, very impressive. And what's even more impressive is that xCloud isn't a separate product. xCloud is a part of Xbox Game Pass, a service that I have personally ranted about on WCCF Tech previously. I have said how good Xbox Game Pass is at providing value to the people that play it, especially with the addition of xCloud. And to be honest, this is completely different from how I thought originally. When Xbox Game Pass first launched, I saw it as a really, really good service for Xbox owners. I didn't think it would ever be something that interested me. Personally, I can't say I've been that excited about Microsoft first-party titles this generation, and for those that I have been looking forward to, I've had the opportunity to play it on PC. I mean, you know, I have to use the Windows Store most of the time, but it could be worse. Then Xbox Game Pass launched on PC, and suddenly I could just pay for a few months and play whatever games looked interesting to me. For example, Darksiders 3, Hellblade, Master Chief Collection. Even more recently than that, I found myself returning to Xbox Game Pass, this time because of things like Microsoft Flight Simulator, more Halo Master Chief Collection games being added to the PC version, and then xCloud, which is fascinating. A streaming service which comes bundled as a part of this larger package. I was looking at this deal, this value, and I said to myself, Microsoft can't make a better offer than this. This is insane. And genuinely, I can't see what Sony can do to match that value. So here I stand, believing wholeheartedly that Microsoft have done it, and they can't offer better value than what is part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. But I knew, deep down, I said it on previous WCCF Tech Talks podcasts, that we were definitely going to see a big console finance bundle with Xbox Game Pass included. I didn't know how much that would be, I didn't know when we would see it, but of course we recently saw Microsoft reveal absolutely everything. And it's pretty good value. It's pretty good value. for roughly $30 or £30 per month, a little bit off depending on where you are, you will be able to have access to dozens upon dozens upon dozens of really quality games, truly quality games, in addition to an Xbox Series X. Not the Series S, that's a separate subscription, which is even cheaper, the Xbox Series X. Microsoft's latest and greatest console. You can have that in addition to pretty much all of their best games for one subscription fee. This subscription fee, when I look at it, is pretty incredible because I already pay about that much just to keep my phone contract going each month. And I don't use all the calls and texts. No one uses all the calls and texts. When I look at this value, the amount of games you can get, it is pretty incredible. And then on a personal note, I look at it and I think, I haven't played an Xbox console for the entirety of the last generation. If I buy into this subscription with Xbox Game Pass, with the game backwards compatibility with Xbox One, 360 and the original Xbox, I have a massive library at my disposal. And then, of course, there's many games I can play on my PC as well if I would prefer. That's absurd. Just to keep things going, I can start playing them on my phone. I already pay for a few subscription services, and the fact is, if I cancel the likes of Netflix, Crunchyroll, and Spotify, I've pretty much already made up all the money. I get a massive piece of hardware, advanced piece of hardware with that deal, in addition to so many games. I genuinely think if I had this deal, I wouldn't buy any more games. I would just play what I want on Xbox Game Pass. Like I said, when Xbox Game Pass first came out, I thought it was nice, if a little bit expensive and redundant. Now, I've completely flipped. This is the closest we've seen to the Netflix of gaming, and this is a damn good attempt. As I'm recording this, Sony is preparing to reveal all this evening. This is Wednesday, the 16th of September 2020. And Sony's gearing up. They're getting ready to reveal the big guns to show how amazing the PS5 can be. And I genuinely will buy a PS5. When it comes to game exclusives and the timed exclusives I hear on the grapevine that are on the way, there's no reason for me to not want a PlayStation 5. Having said that, I don't know how far away those exclusives are. I don't know when I'm going to be able to play Demon's Souls. As a result, this time around, I'm going to be buying an Xbox Series X at launch. At least that was my original plan. Since I literally looked at Twitter just before I started all this rant, and I saw that apparently the company that runs the Xbox All Access deal in the UK is little bit suspect, a little bit suspicious. Not necessarily illegal, but certainly not nice. I will think a little bit more about that before I start investing. But regardless, as of right now, we have Xbox All Access, where you get the Xbox console in addition to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I think I'm going to be investing. I think I'm going to be back on the Xbox platform for the very first time since fairly late in the life cycle of the Xbox 360. I genuinely have not owned an Xbox One this entire generation. I genuinely haven't really had an interest outside of backwards compatible 4K gaming on the Xbox One X. And now they've got me. They've got me by something I shan't mention, and I think I'm going to be jumping back into Microsoft's ecosystem, and I really can't believe I'm saying that. But like I said, tonight, Sony will be showing all, and they'll be pulling out the big guns. And I know after seeing what Microsoft is offering, they're going to be aggressive in terms of value. But will it be aggressive enough? Will the games be impressive enough? I really don't know. I hope so, because I want a PS5. I want those massive Sony exclusive games and the amazing Japanese titles that usually don't come to Xbox platforms. But can they offer value which rivals Xbox Game Pass? Even if they bundle in PlayStation Now, it would need some amazing advancements to that service before it becomes competitive. I feel like if you're going to do an edit to a video, like way after you've actually done the video, then you have to do it in a really weird phone recording that seems rushed, because that way it feels expedient and important. So I was thinking, hey, what can Sony do, and what's they going to do next, and what's their strategy going to be? And then it turns out that, like, still don't really know about backwards compatibility. They're going to put some old games on the PS5 free with PlayStation Plus, whatever. PlayStation Now isn't getting bundled, and they don't really have a solution. So what's the bottom line here? The bottom line basically is that for the very first time, I think Microsoft are in an amazing position. I'm not so sure about the branding of the Xbox Series consoles, but I think they are in a very, very powerful position. This could easily win over a lot of those people like me who might flip-flop between generations. Like, this is pretty incredible. Having said all of that, I have no intentions of getting rid of my PS4 Pro, especially since, as of right now, we'll find out tonight, we're not 100% sure how many PlayStation 4 titles will be playable on PS5. That's a big deal to me. So, how will the next console generation go? I have no idea, but I'm really excited to find out. Oh, and xCloud is really impressive, like, for real. So here I am in the great outdoors, playing a bit of Streets of Rage 4 on xCloud, dealing with a hefty amount of glare while I do it too. Now, xCloud is not a perfect way to play games, and I think we've made that clear. I mean, this isn't the perfect internet connection, but it is far away from any Wi-Fi that you know that I'm not lying to you. It's playable. I can play this game. Is this my preferred way to play this game? Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. However, if you find yourself in an airport with a lot of time to kill in between flights, and you want to just relax a little bit with a bit of video gaming, hey, I've got a handheld controller right here, my phone clipped on, and it is most definitely playing, even though I'm squinting, and there's a lot of guys with like knives around me. Long story short, Xbox Game Pass allows you to play pretty much any kind of game wherever you want, no matter what you expect from a console gaming experience. Can we see this? Can we see this? What if I get my hood up? I'm not winning, I'll tell you that. Oh, I grabbed someone. Okay. You get the picture. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close.